In mid-June, YouTube user Kendall Turner captured some puzzling footage at a golf course in Florida.
What the hell?
The ghostly image sparked immediate reactions, with many viewers convinced this could be authentic paranormal activity. Skeptics, however, quickly weighed in, suggesting a more rational explanation. Some commenters argue the mysterious figure could merely be a reflection, theorizing that the camera operator might have been...
I'm not even gonna lie. That does not look like a reflection. That looks like a real ghost. Like, it looks not, and I'm not even talking about, like, the grass doesn't look weird, the land doesn't look weird, the trees doesn't look weird, any of that does not look weird. But that, whatever that is that we're seeing, looks like it's not supposed to be there. What's good with y'all tonight, man? Hopefully y'all enjoying this video by far. We are looking at chilling footage that shouldn't exist. Welcome to my reaction channel. Shout out to the 103 subscribers that subscribe. Like, that means a lot to me. Y'all making my dream come true, like, literally. Like, I literally wanted to make a reaction channel that y'all enjoy and love. And hopefully we are into the same things that I like to watch. Now, I always invite y'all to bring a bev or a snack or something while we're watching this. I'm on my water trip. Now, if you haven't watched my other previous videos, you know I cook, I get down, right? But I've been on this health trip, so I got some lemon water and lime mixed together tonight. It's working really good. I love it. I know it's boring. I know what the guy in the red shirt is saying, or the guy in or the woman in the blue shirt is saying, why are you drinking lemon water where I'm drinking pop or soda? Do y'all call it pop or soda? Y'all let me know. Make sure you like and subscribe. Let's get into the video.
Filming from behind a window, and the camera inadvertently captured someone's reflection appearing ghostly due to the lighting conditions. To date, no definitive answer has emerged, leaving the ghostly golfer footage as an intriguing mystery that continues to draw speculation from both believers and skeptics alike.
That's crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
250th anniversary.
That would have spooked me if I was there.
That has done so much for this nation, and that so many people have this incredible connection to.
In mid-June, Fox News aired a seemingly ordinary interview with U.S. Army Secretary Dan Driscoll, but what he said mid-conversation left audiences astonished.
As young Americans across the country get to see all of the amazing things that the Army has done, whether it's helping with floods in North Carolina or wildfires in California, or we talked to an astronaut yesterday who's on the moon, who's a soldier, including...
Whoa! We caught you, buddy. Yes, sir. You in 4K. He said this in 4K. He said a soldier that is on the moon. Now, there's been a lot of things coming out about the moon. I don't know if y'all looked at it or not. Excuse my hair. Don't know if y'all looked at it or not, but they're saying that they believe that the moon is not the moon, that the moon is like a secret base, right? That holds extraterrestrials, maybe soldiers. We don't know. You let me know in the comments section what you think.
Going to war and fighting to defend the freedoms.
While discussing recent achievements of the U.S. Army, Driscoll casually dropped a bombshell.
Definitely a
mentioning
bombshell.
He had spoken directly to an astronaut soldier stationed on the moon.
Floods in North Carolina or wildfires in California, or we talked to an astronaut yesterday who's on the moon, who's a soldier, including actually going to war and fighting to defend the freedoms.
And you can even tell by his reaction, right? When he said, usually if somebody mess up something, you could tell, like, by their reaction, like, oh, I messed up. No, that's not what I meant. Or, why did I say that? He was straightforward. Watch this. He was very straightforward.
Wildfires in California, or we talked to an astronaut yesterday who's on the moon, who's a soldier, including actually going to war and fighting to defend the freedoms.
The unexpected remark immediately sparked intense speculation and debate online. Was it a slip-up, a joke gone unnoticed, or perhaps something much deeper?
It definitely wasn't a joke. Definitely wasn't a joke. And I don't know if y'all seen that aircraft that happened in the hood. Like, I hate to say the hood, but it was in the hood, it looked like. And this aircraft was in the sky and some people was recording it. and it looks like it was beaming down from the sky. Like you see a beam from the aircraft. Like it's crazy. Crazy.
And conspiracy theorists quickly
Something is
seized
going
upon
on.
this strange comment, suggesting it could be evidence of a covert military operation or secret lunar base. As of now, neither Driscoll nor any official government body has clarified or addressed the remark, further fueling the intrigue. The puzzling statement continues to circulate online, with many eager for an official explanation.
Floods in North Carolina or wildfires in California, or we talked to an astronaut yesterday who's on the moon, who's a soldier,
That's
including actually going to war and
crazy.
fighting to defend
They putting it right in front of us. Folks, they putting it right in front of us. They're getting us ready.
A recent Facebook post from the page Ghosts of London has left followers spooked and searching for answers. According to the caption, the photo was innocently snapped during a ghost hunt at a now closed orphanage. While permission was not granted,
I was going to say, that don't look like a ghost. That like an alien. Like, I feel like that would look like an alien. Like, I don't feel like that look like a ghost at all. Y'all let me know.
to disclose the orphanage's exact location, the eerie evidence captured is undeniably unsettling. The caption explicitly clarifies that no one was physically present behind the pair, nor could a person comfortably occupy that space, raising disturbing questions about the authenticity of the photo and the entity captured. To date, the unsettling figure remains unexplained, turning this otherwise ordinary ghost hunt photo into compelling evidence for paranormal enthusiasts.
Just think about if you took a picture. Think about this. If you took a picture in your house, like a very happy family, and you look at the picture and you see something like that. It looked like they're in a basement. I ain't going down in that basement no more. I'm telling you. The only time and it would be rare that I'll go in that basement even this time. But the only time I would go in that basement is in the daytime. And I'm talking about early in the morning. Like maybe 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. After 12 o'clock, the basement is cut off. I'm not going in that basement. I'm not going.
And an unsettling mystery for everyone else.
That's scary.
Reddit user SeaLover28 recently shared some unsettling home security footage, sparking considerable discussion about whether the strange phenomenon captured could be paranormal or simply a camera anomaly.
Nah, it's definitely something going on.
In the original post, the user explained that their father recently passed away, leading them to wonder if this mysterious event could represent a visitation from him.
And then look at the door. Like, the door also cracked open too. Like, look at the door. Like, the door was shut. And then when it started moving, it cracked open too. Look, you see it? Or maybe that was the camera. No, it cracked open, look.
In the original post, the user explained that their father recently passed away, leading them to wonder if this mysterious event could represent a visitation from him. Recorded at 12:40 p.m. by their Wise home security camera, the home was empty except for their dog. The couple found it particularly intriguing because they'd previously experienced two similar incidents they believed might be attempts at communication by their late father, though they mentioned this specific occurrence felt notably different and more intense. Commenters quickly provided possible explanations. One detailed response suggested the shifting light and shadow could be explained by an interaction between the camera's frame rate and LED lighting, which flickered.
I'm gonna tell you this, that apartment is too nice. Too nice. Nice view for it to be haunted. I'm telling Daddy, hey, you gotta go. We can't do this. we can't do this. It's gonna be hard for me to find another apartment with this type of view. You gotta leave me alone. Because something is going on. Because even let's say that was a camera type of thing. The door moving while that's doing that, you can't really explain that.
For human eyes to perceive, but can cause visual distortions on video recordings, creating the illusion of movement. However, not everyone was convinced by this rational explanation. Many others empathized with the couple's loss and speculated about a genuine paranormal visitation, especially given the emotional context and timing. The original poster expressed a mix of apprehension and comfort at the possibility that their loved one was reaching out from beyond. For now, the exact nature of this eerie footage remains uncertain.
That's weird. And the crazy thing too, I don't know if y'all seen that, but look at how the light goes down as the shadow goes down. Look, you see that like up top where the door is at? Watch how it dims. Look at that. You see how it dimmed? It was highlighted up here, but as it going down, it dims. That's something that's going, that I don't believe that's a camera problem. I believe that's a daddy problem.
Recently, a YouTube user named Tesoros y Secretos uploaded some intriguing footage capturing a bizarre metallic orb hovering silently in the skies above Yumbo, Colombia.
They here.
This mysterious sighting occurred around 3:15 p.m. local time on June 10, 2025, approximately an hour and a half from Buga, Valle del Cauca, an area already known for similar sightings.
That's crazy, man.
According to the original witness, a local farmer, the conditions were clear and calm, with only sparse clouds and minimal wind, making the strange sight all the more puzzling.
Let me ask you this. Do you think these type of crafts are being controlled by the government? Or do you think these are maybe alien objects that is spying on us, seeing what's going on? Or maybe it's some type of different species that are flying these crafts? I feel like the truth is getting ready to come out sooner or later. I feel like they're getting us ready for the truth. And I also feel like that these things, or extraterrestrials, wherever you want to call them, are starting to show themselves more to let us know, like, hey, we are here. We exist. We are real. And we are here. And we're not going nowhere. Y'all let me know in the comments section.
The orb shows no signs of conventional propulsion, adding further to its mystery.
That's crazy.
Interestingly, this sighting closely matches another incident previously reported in Buga, Colombia, where locals spotted an almost identical sphere. These spheres have become increasingly frequent globally, with similar reports emerging from locations as diverse as San Diego and Manchester. Notably, these metallic objects frequently appear near power lines and urban infrastructure, raising questions about whether there is some intentional connection to electrical energy sources. The growing consistency and number of these sightings have sparked theories about coordinated activities, potentially directed by intelligent non-human entities. The community remains divided on their nature. Are they drones, extraterrestrial crafts, or something else entirely?
I just wish the government would just come out and just be like, hey, they're here. We've been knowing about them since the 40s. Maybe some people say it's been even earlier than that. And it's crazy because these things don't produce any heat. Like anything that's powered, that like your computer, your television, your tablets, your phones, game console, whatever, right? It all generates heat. But these things don't generate no heat. They defy gravity. And I just want to know. I want to know what's really out there. But how can you tell me that I'm not ready to know about something like this where I've been going through life and life has been crazy? You think me knowing that, hey, there's other species out here that is existing, that's coming here? I think America can handle it. I think so. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know.
Experts and enthusiasts urge the public to remain vigilant, document any future encounters, and contribute to a growing database that may eventually uncover the truth behind these increasingly frequent metallic orbs. Reddit user Confident Cherry 392 recently shared some unsettling dashcam footage captured during a family drive along a highway in Oregon.
Ooh. Why do we got a bat, though?
However, moments later, the scene quickly takes a frightening turn.
I know y'all seen that, right? Maybe I'm tripping. Because it looked like he pushed that bike out there to be stopped. But why the bat too? Like, what is the bat supposed to do? I don't know. And then he goes and pick up the bat before he picks up
danger. The family swiftly puts the car into reverse,
That's crazy.
Narrowly avoiding a potentially dangerous confrontation.
That's crazy. My man's on a mission. He ain't thinking about the other cars. He want that car.
The video has since sparked intense discussions online, with commenters noting how lucky the family was to react quickly and escape unharmed. Many viewers praised their quick thinking, emphasizing how differently the scenario might have ended had they hesitated.
Hey, I'll tell you what, homeboy catch the right one. He had definitely been getting what he asked for. I would have got that car. Boop, 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 boop. To be really honest with you, I probably wouldn't have got out of the car like that because I got my family. And I don't know what this man got. I don't know who's around here. I don't know who he got else hiding. I think they did right by pulling off. But seeing stuff like this, you got to be careful, man. That's why you can't pick up hitchhikers or just people on the road that's just traveling because of things like this. It's crazy people out here, folks. Crazy people. But if I had to, I would have pieced them up. Yeah, he would have got a 3-piece special combo.
The footage was copied from a surveillance system.
Recently, eerie footage resurfaced from the archives of the 1996 television show Paranormal Borderline, featuring what some claim could be genuine evidence of an alien abduction caught on camera.
It does appear to be an authentic video.
Some believe the security camera footage reveals the shocking disappearance. And then 2 hours later, the reappearance of an unidentified abduction victim.
The unsettling video, provided anonymously along with a letter, was purportedly copied from a security camera system and captures a deeply mysterious incident. At precisely 11:16 p.m, the footage shows a man calmly walking through a gate, only to suddenly vanish in a flash of intense, unexplained light.
In the top right quadrant, a worker walks right to left through a gate. He disappears here in a flash of light at 11:16.
I'm going to tell you what, when you got that Unsolved Mysteries type of vibe music going on in the back, you know it's something real. But all jokes to the side, the other cameras down low that's not even in that section, like all of it just like kind of blanked out. And maybe they beamed my boy up. I'm telling you, they here. And I'm just wondering when the government is going to come out and just be like, hey, they're here. Y'all been right. Y'all haven't been crazy. Because think about it. Think about this, right? So long, so many people have been coming out with stories talking about, man, they've been abducted. They seen spaceships. They seen things in the sky. People call them crazy. But it's like, if you look at it now, man, people ain't crazy.
PM.
It's
The
really
camera continues
believable.
recording for nearly 2 hours with nothing else unusual happening until the man inexplicably reappears in another bright flash, this time curled in a fetal position on the ground.
That's
Clearly
crazy.
disoriented and distressed, he proceeds to vomit before unsteadily
What?
staggering out of the frame.
He vomits, and seconds later, staggers right to left out of frame.
The anonymous sender revealed the footage originated from a workplace surveillance system, noting that shortly after this strange event, the unidentified worker abruptly quit his job and left the area.
Oh,
Experts
yeah.
have weighed in.
Oh, yeah. I'm telling you, if you quitting your job and you throwing up like that, I really believe he went through that. Because why would you come? I wouldn't come back to work. I'd be like, what just happened? And then the camera flashed and he was in a fetal position, throwing up as that.
Distressed, he proceeds to vomit before unsteadily staggering out of the frame.
He vomits.
That's
Seconds
crazy.
later, staggers right to left, out of frame.
The anonymous
That's
sender revealed the footage
crazy.
originated from a workplace surveillance system, noting that shortly after this strange event, the unidentified worker abruptly quit his job and left the area. Experts have weighed in with their analyses, contributing to the intrigue around this footage. Yvonne Smith, a respected hypnotherapist and UFO researcher, emphasized that many alleged abductees report remarkably similar experiences: unaccountable missing time, disorientation, nausea, and psychological trauma. She suggested that this footage could be critical proof of a phenomenon widely reported but seldom documented visually. Bill Schneer, a criminology and psychology expert specializing in security systems, also reviewed the footage. He noted that from his preliminary examination, the video appeared authentic. Despite skepticism and uncertainty, the footage has intrigued researchers and remains compelling. Leading UFO researcher Bud Hopkins noted the profound psychological impact reported by alleged abductees and emphasized the importance of further investigation to support individuals potentially suffering from these experiences.
It's crazy because a lot of the things, and I don't know if you heard about this person, maybe you can Google it after the video, but Bob Lazar was talking about this, right? Bob Lazar was sitting there talking to me. If you don't know who Bob Lazar is, he's been around for a long time talking about the same exact thing that he's talking about today, about extraterrestrials. He worked in Area 51 in different bases, and he was working on and like reversing the crafts to basically, I guess, for humans to use the technology. And everything that he's been talking about, like he's never been paid a dime to talk about this stuff. He's been talking about this since the 50s and the 60s, I believe. I could be wrong. I believe in the 50s and the 60s he was talking about this. And everything he have said, like he was talking about how gravity is not a force that pulls down, but it's a wave. And everything that he's been saying, people have been coming out and talking about and saying it's true. So I believe this, man. And I think that's getting to a point where it's getting so bad, where so many people are just pulling out their phone and recording UFOs. I think that eventually they're going to have to come out and just admit that, hey, these are real.
The identity of the man in the footage remains unknown, and the circumstances around his apparent disappearance and return are still a mystery. Researchers urge the original letter writer and the individual captured in the footage to step forward, hoping their testimony might finally provide clarity to this unsettling event.
That's crazy.
As of now, the footage continues to intrigue both skeptics and believers alike, serving as a chilling visual document within the ongoing debate surrounding alien abduction phenomena.
That's crazy.
Recently, Reddit user NotYoursPB shared a puzzling video that's been baffling viewers around the internet. Captured in Sydney, Australia, the footage shows an unusual dark mass floating silently high in the sky.
Wow. What is that?
Some commenters speculate it might be a technical glitch with the camera or digital artifacts resulting from compression.
Why is they always talking about something's always a glitch in the camera? Like, you see what she's holding. She's holding basically an iPhone. Every time I record a video or I'm taking a picture, or even now, there's no glitch in my camera. Why is it always got to be a glitch when somebody sees something like that? I don't know. It kind of reminds me of that Alien movie that came out with Keke Palmer about like these type of alien beings was like disguising themselves as clouds, basically. And it kind of looked like that. But why do it always gotta be there's a glitch in the camera or something like that? Literally what I'm seeing, and you see the other people are seeing too, and they're reacting like, whoa, what is that, whatever. Man, that's not no glitch in the camera. That's something there that should not be there.
Others suggest it could simply be a flock of birds or a dense swarm of insects caught in unusual lighting conditions, appearing as a single dark entity. However, the oddly defined shape has led many to wonder if there's something more extraordinary at play.
That's
Numerous
crazy.
commenters have jumped to an extraterrestrial explanation, hypothesizing that this strange formation could indeed be some sort of alien craft or unidentified aerial phenomenon. Despite the multitude of theories, no definitive explanation has been provided so far, leaving this strange sighting hovering in the realm of unexplained mysteries.
That's definitely something that ain't supposed to be there. I don't know what that is, but it's definitely something.
Instagram account Alien Bioma recently shared 2 intriguing clips from Ring doorbell security cameras, sparking intense speculation about possible extraterrestrial activity. The first piece of footage, captured on December 8, 2024, shows strange, luminous objects gliding silently through the night sky over a New Jersey neighborhood.
They here, man. Hey, type they're here in the comments. They are here.
Only a few
I'm
days
telling
later,
you.
on December 13th, 2024, another Ring camera from a separate location in
They
New
out there
Jersey
looking like the
captured a
sun.
similar phenomenon.
They out there looking like the sun, man. They
More
here.
mysterious lights hovering eerily above residential homes. Given that 2 unrelated security cameras captured
And I'm gonna tell you this too, right? They're here. You heard what he said. They're out there in residential homes and shining lights like that. Usually they be discreet. Usually you got to see them in the sky. Maybe you looking at the stars and then boom, you see something. Or maybe you on a plane, boom, you see something, right? But these things are literally flying like it's kids in this aircraft just flying the aircraft for the first time, and they pushing buttons and trying to find out what light to turn on. That's crazy. Me seeing something like that would change my whole reality of how I think about what's really important. Because the things that we worry about, we shouldn't be worried about, right? Shouldn't be worried about. But that's what we need to be worried about.
Speculation has
That's
surged.
crazy.
Viewers online have suggested everything from secret military drones to unknown atmospheric phenomena. However, the strongest discussion is centered around the possibility that these lights could indeed be genuine extraterrestrial sightings.
That's crazy. Whoa, what's that? What's that rumbling noise?
Coming up in our last segment in just a few seconds, we take a look at the extraordinary claims stemming from the infamous Lacerda files. But before we do, remember to hit subscribe, smash the like button, and turn on all.
Hey, shout out to Slap Ham for putting this video together. Y'all go make sure y'all give him a like too. Shout out to him, and please make sure you subscribe too. Shout out to the 103 subscribers that subscribe. It seems like every time I do a video, we're shouting out more subscribers. So I want to shout out more subscribers, and I also want to shout out some of y'all comments too in this video too. So please leave a comment and let me know your opinion too as well.
Channel notifications. That way you'll be in the loop every time we upload our freaky and mysterious episodes. Few topics within the realm of paranormal phenomena have sparked as much intrigue, debate, and controversy as the Lacerda files. These purported transcripts present a detailed and remarkable narrative from an alleged interview conducted between December 1999 and April 2000 by a Swedish researcher known only as OK and a reptilian entity named Lacerda. The files claim to unveil Earth's hidden history, humanity's true origins, and the existence of a subterranean civilization inhabited by advanced reptilian beings. The story begins in a secluded house in southern Sweden, where Ole K allegedly met Lacerda, a female reptilian creature who asserted that her species had lived secretly beneath Earth's surface for millions of years. Ole K described Lacerda demonstrating paranormal abilities, such as telepathy and telekinesis. Although Olkay insisted the transcripts were entirely truthful, he initially withheld parts of the documents, citing a lack of permission from Lacerda to fully publish them. Eventually, translations emerged in 2002, spearheaded by Christian Filer and Doug Parrish. Filer himself regarded the narrative as excellent science fiction rather than literal truth, hinting at the skepticism many hold towards the files. Lacerda's interview paints a complex and astonishing account of Earth's history. According to Lacerda, her reptilian species are Earth's original inhabitants, ancient Terrans who evolved from advanced dinosaur species surviving a catastrophic war 65 million.
I'm gonna say this, right? It's crazy. Because if you think about dinosaurs, like they just found the dinosaur with a fossil, they said that had like, I don't know, 10,000 teeth that replaced themselves or something like that, and they were sharp. Just imagine, right? What about the aliens brought the dinosaurs here? What about if the aliens wiped out the dinosaurs? Because when you dig up dinosaurs' bones, there's high radiation in dinosaur bones, right? And they say that there's high radiation at Mars too, right? So what about all these planets that we're seeing, these high radiations, things in the rocks, stuff like that? What about, man, maybe the aliens was wiping things out and deciding what lives and what stays. Crazy, right?
Years ago. This devastating event, traditionally interpreted by humans as an asteroid collision, was allegedly a result of a war between two alien races battling over Earth's resources, primarily copper, essential for their advanced technology. Lacerda described her species in meticulous detail, stating they possess humanoid characteristics, yet distinctly reptilian features. Standing approximately human-sized, their bodies are covered in green-beige, scale-like skin with brown dots. They have advanced senses, elongated fingers with small horns, and specialized bone structures along their spines that regulate temperature.
That's crazy.
Uniquely, they lay eggs, with their offspring developing within womb-like environments. Their reproduction and biology are portrayed as significantly different from human mammals. One of the most controversial claims involves humanity's creation. Lacerda described an alien race from Aldebaran called the Illogim, who arrived 1.5 million years ago and genetically engineered early ape humans into modern humans.
That's crazy.
This accelerated evolution was...
Whoa! I ain't gonna lie, that gives me chills, right? That gives me big chills. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because, you know, there's a theory. They were saying like the reason why, you know, when Noah was building the ark, you know, they were saying that the reason why God was flooding the world, not because of humans murdering each other, but because things was tapping with the bloodline of Jesus. I mean, it's something to this, man. It's something to this because even if you look at different tablets and different other things like Egyptian things, they always talk about a great flood. Why was that great flood? Why did that great flood happen? Man, if things are tampering with human DNA, because if you think about it, like we are so uncomfortable here in this planet. Like even now, I have to have the air on, right, to not be hot. I can't go outside when it's hot. Can't go outside when it's cold. You know, we got to build shelter to protect ourselves. It's like every single animal here, like a squirrel to a raccoon to a dog, everybody's comfortable except for humans. Human beings have to create environments for us to survive in. It's crazy.
Designed to create a subservient workforce and military slave race, a claim aligning somewhat with ancient astronaut theories. Lacerda argues that humanity's evolution speed is unnaturally rapid, an indication of external manipulation. She also stated that modern civilization is the Elohim's seventh attempt at creating a stable human race. Ancient civilizations, such as those behind the Egyptian
Wait a minute.
pyramid.
Did I hear that right? Did they say seventh time? Did I hear that right?
With ancient astronaut theories. Lacerda argues that humanity's evolution speed is unnaturally rapid, an indication of external manipulation. She also stated that modern civilization is the Elohim's seventh attempt at creating.
Whoa! So let me ask you this, right? Let me ask you this. I just feel like I'm talking to somebody out there that thinks like me, feel like me. Y'all asking these questions too, right? So what is the other humans? Like, are the other humans are like mermaids, mermans, whatever you want to call them? Because if you look into every single tablet, in ancient tablets, from China to America to whatever, there's always stories about people as fish living in the water and swimming. We look to the sky, but we don't look in the oceans as we should. We don't even just like NASA stop even discovering the ocean floors because whatever they ran into Antarctica or whatever they was doing research at, they found out, man, this ain't normal. Let's leave this thing alone. Hey, they ain't bothering us. They stand down here. We don't have to worry about them. Let's not worry about them. Let's stay out of the oceans. Because I don't understand that concept. I don't understand the concept of, right? Let's explore outer space, but now explore our own home planet to know what's here. Come on, man. I'm cooking, man. Y'all let me know. I'll let that sizzle in y'all spirit because I know it's somebody out there that feels the same way I do, right? I might be crazy. I don't have all the answers, but I might be crazy. I might be.
Stable human race.
Might be.
Ancient civilizations, such as those behind the Egyptian pyramids and the submerged structures near Bimini, were attributed to earlier human versions forgotten by modern memory.
Wow.
Lacerda's
Even the little
reportedly
people
resides in elaborate subterranean cities located thousands of meters beneath Earth's surface, connected through extensive tunnel networks.
Man.
These hidden habitats utilize advanced artificial lighting technologies mimicking sunlight and are strategically placed globally, including beneath Antarctica, North America, and Asia.
What did I just say? Antarctica. What did I just say? And I mean, it makes sense. Like, they're reptilians. Like, it makes sense why they're maybe comfortable living underground. But Antarctica is something there, right? Because they say they don't want us going over there. They don't want us experiencing it. We're going to bring diseases, stuff like that. I believe it's a wall that's over there, and behind that wall is a whole nother world behind there. Things that happen over there is not normal. The people that you see over there is not normal. I don't know if y'all heard about it, and you could Google this too. But it was a diver that dived in Antarctica and they found like a squid that was literally changing forms and then literally communicating with them through the mind. I don't know, but something is going on over there that they don't want us to figure out. And that's why they are so protective of that land over there.
Lacerda outlined interactions with numerous extraterrestrial species currently operating on Earth, many with divergent intentions. Her species employs advanced technology and mental abilities such as telepathy, mind influencing, mimicry, and field drive propulsion based on copper
Did I just say that?
She distinguished clearly between human-built military UFOs, alien crafts, and their own cylindrical vehicles. Furthermore, Lacerda indicated that humanity is manipulated by certain deceptive alien species, who provide inferior technology in exchange for precious resources, causing geopolitical instability and misinformation.
Wow.
Predicting an intensifying conflict among various alien species, Lacerda warned of an impending war involving humanity within 2 decades. She insisted her species would remain neutral, observing humans' ability to manage their destiny independently. Despite its compelling narrative, the Lacerda files face significant criticism. The absence of verifiable evidence, photos, audio recordings, or physical artifacts severely undermines the claim's credibility. Lacerda conveniently explains the inability to produce such evidence, heightening suspicion among skeptics. Whether viewed as an imaginative hoax or an extraordinary revelation, the files stimulate powerful discussions about truth, reality, and human psychology. Without definitive evidence, the Lacerda files continue to intrigue, confuse, and captivate, an enduring mystery in a world hungry for answers to its greatest mysteries.
I'm gonna tell you this, right? I don't believe that it's a hoax because and I don't know when this file came out. I don't know, I haven't did research. This is the first time me hearing about this. But everything that whatever this thing or being said, right? If you look at it, is happening today. I said it before the video even said it. Y'all let me know in the comments section, man. How y'all feel about this? Are y'all comfortable with having beings here that you don't know of? If no sight, don't see her, you're cool with that? Or would you rather know what's going on in your planet? I'd rather know what's going on in my planet. I appreciate y'all. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the reaction video. Again, shout out to Slapham for putting out amazing content and amazing videos like this. Please go over to his channel and make sure y'all like up and show him some support for this. And also too, thank you so much for the 103 subscribers. It's unbelievable. I can't believe it. Man, I appreciate y'all. Like, I really appreciate y'all and thankful that you like the same content that I like. I love mysteries. I love channels like that. I love watching mysterious ghost videos, aliens, stuff like that. I love it. I love it. So thank y'all so much. And if you're new, please feel free to subscribe. We'd love to have you. Welcome to the family. And for the ones that have subscribed, I appreciate it. We're now a family. Welcome to the family. Hey, y'all have a great night. And hey, y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think about this. This is crazy. I'm out. Peace. Also, too, if you haven't clicked on any of these other videos, please click on them. And shout out to everybody that's been watching the videos again. Like, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. King out. Peace.